So my name is Jennifer and I live in Michigan. I'm 35 years old and I have 4 children ages 7 and under. I was looking for some kind of invisible aligner system to move my teeth back after I had my 4 children. When I was younger, like elementary school, I did have orthodontics on my top teeth. I had the expander, braces, everything for a couple years. At that time, I didn't know that I needed to wear a retainer for the rest of my life. So I wore it for a few years. My teeth were fine, never thought about it again until I had my children. And during each of my pregnancies, my body changed quite a bit. My feet were like a size 8, and by the time I was done with pregnancy number 4, my feet are now a size 9.5. So a lot of things have moved around. And my teeth shifted quite a bit. My teeth were pretty good. And as you can see, like my front teeth, there's a gap there. There's some crowding with my bottom teeth, but I'm most concerned about this gap. I don't like it. It bothers me. So I did go for an in-person Invisalign consultation about 2 years ago, between babies 2 and 3. And they told me that it would cost around $8,000 at that time, and it would take about 12 months to do the entire plan that they laid out for me, which was just not in our budget at that time. Kind of set it aside for a while, had 2 more babies, and my teeth continued to bother me. So as part of the self-help initiative to feel better about myself as a mom, I was looking into something affordable, and I came across Bite, more specifically the Bite at Night program. I was looking into something that I could do during this COVID-19 experience while we're all wearing masks. It wouldn't be noticeable. We're staying at home. I'm homeschooling. So it wouldn't be a big deal out of the house and having to change aligners in and out to brush teeth and whatnot. I got the self-impression kit for around $30. It was sent within 2 days. They sent a box and some like Play-Doh type of molding, a whole booklet on how to take your own impressions for your teeth. And then you package it back up and you set it in your own mailbox. It goes out, and in a couple days, they got back to me. It was less than a week's time, and they sent me a little video using impressions of my own teeth to see what my smile would look like doing their program. At that time, they had me down for the daytime, the 22-hour a day aligner program, and they said it would take roughly 11 weeks to complete the program for both my upper and lower teeth. So then when I was thinking about it and looking at their payment plans, I was speaking with one of their representatives, and she told me that they were kind of running a special for the at night program, which is to wear the aligners 10 hours at night, and it could maybe add a couple weeks to the program, but she had instructed me that it would be more hygienic because you're not having to like take trays in and out during the day and stick your hands in your mouth and then worry about losing trays and whatnot. So after my family and I discussed it, we decided let's go with the at night program. That way my little kids wouldn't be really noticing the trays and trying to try them on like Dracula teeth or anything like that. So I chose the Bite at Night program. And when I ordered mine, it took 1 week for my actual trays to come in the mail. I was instructed it could take 4 to 6 weeks, but somehow I got lucky. I received my Bite at Night box. And then inside the box, there is, let's see, a booklet for like basic care for my aligners. Just like what you do, how you put them in, how you take them out, and whatnot. And then there's also an instruction sheet. This one is basically the Bite at Night instructions. So anyways, in the box, open it up, and there's a box with the aligners. They sent me 10 sets of trays. I actually threw my first package out after I opened them. But they do recommend that you keep each package because if at any point in time you break a tray, lose a tray, you can resort back to the last ones worn. but they sent me 10 weeks of trays. So I contacted them initially. Hey, you know, did my plan change? And it was kind of sketchy because I had spoken with 3 different people. One person said my plan was actually 10 weeks. One person said 11 weeks. And another person said 13 weeks. But when it was all said and done, someone finally said, no, your actual plan is 12 weeks, 9 weeks of upper trays, and 12 weeks of lower trays. Well, in this box, they sent me 10 weeks of trays, but only weeks 1 through 7 have upper trays and lower trays. And then 8, 9, and 10 only have lower trays. So I would be missing weeks 8 and 9 of upper trays, and then still weeks 11 and 12 of lower trays. So anyways, through this process, the Bite representatives have been very friendly and quick to respond. And they said that they ordered me weeks 8 and 9 for upper, and then weeks 11 and 12 for lower. So I have no idea how long that will take. They said possibly 3 to 4 weeks. So we'll see. And then the second box in the package has the Hyper Bite, which you put in your mouth after you put your aligners in. And you press this little button. You charge it to the wall first, but you press a little button. It flashes, and this runs for 5 minutes. So with the Bite at Night program, I have to wear it for at least 10 minutes. It's supposed to help with comforting your mouth as your teeth move and speed up the process so that you can be done with your program quicker. I do find after I put my aligners in, especially if they do feel kind of goofy, if I put this in, the vibration of it just kind of sets them into place immediately. This is the cleaning solution that you use to whiten your teeth and to clean your trays. You squirt this in your trays right before you put it in your mouth. And they also send this case. Here is my second set of trays. I'll take those out. There is a little file if you need to file your aligners down at all. So anyway, my first week of aligners was crazy. Night 1 was very, very painful. It kind of felt like rubber bands on my teeth, very snug. That was okay. I understood this is a major orthodontic process. But I ended up taking 2 Tylenols that night. So the first night was really rough for me. Like, I was sick for day 2. Like, I had to cancel everything, stay home, and have a sick day. I felt like a huge baby. I was very upset because it wasn't what I was expecting, which led me to looking up information on YouTube about what to do. And across the board, I'm kind of finding videos about other people having issues like the first night or the first week. And then also people have said when you change trays, it can be a little rough. So that's what led me to making a video about my personal Bite at Night program, because I had a hard time finding like actual real people to relate to and get information from. I've been keeping a nightly journal of nights 1 through night 20 so far. I'm on night 20. With how many hours consecutively that I've been wearing these. So 13 hours the first night, and I did the Hyper Bite 2 times that night. And then I've been logging. I got to the end of the first week, and there was no way that I could put my second set of trays in. Tray 1 was snug, but I couldn't even get tray 2. This is tray 2 to go on my teeth after 7 days. This is the bottom of tray 2. It wouldn't pop on. I contacted Bite, and they recommended just kind of wearing the aligners a couple more nights. They said maybe 10 consecutive nights. They also recommended like doing the Hyper Bite a couple extra times a night. So one night I did do it 6 times, and I felt like super sick, very nauseous. It was just like too much. So every night I'm targeting doing the Hyper Bite 3 to 4 times. But then according to my log, it was night all the way down to night 12, and I was finally able to switch out my bottom tray. So that was kind of a big victory. And that time it was just a little bit snug, but nothing like crazy like that very first night. So that was promising. And then finally on night 18, I was able to get tray 2 to fit on my upper teeth, which is my big deal because that's what I cared most about. Because every time I smile, you can see this gap, and it bugs me. I do kind of wonder, like, are these actual at night aligners? Because it's taking me double the amount of time to move on to my next set of trays. But then again, I'm also 35. It's been a long time since I've had any orthodontic treatment. Perhaps my teeth are just like needing that extra little push, which is fine. Like, I don't want to make my teeth worse and like loosen teeth or anything like that. So if it takes a little bit extra, that's fine with me. I just wish that Bite had a little bit more information than one pager for the at nights. Maybe there's a little asterisk that says for some people it could take like you wearing these 14 to 20 days instead of 10. I know that's an advertisement and everybody wants a fast treatment, but I would just prefer a safe treatment. So anyway, I am on, this will be night 3 of wearing these handy dandy things. And I do feel like they are aligning. I feel like the gap at the top is a little bit closer together. They feel pretty good, actually. They make me feel like my teeth are moving in the right direction, at least. It makes me feel better about myself. I'm trying to do some other, like, feel better about myself mom moments. Some dieting while these are in, of course, because you cannot eat or drink with these in except for water. So that kind of helps with snacking and whatnot, and especially, like, bedtime snacking. So I'm, like, super ecstatic that this is going to work. I'm going to show you how to put these in, though. So I take my Bright Bite. I just squirt it in. I probably put too much in it, but that's okay. So it says this is like a 30-day supply. And this bottle is $30. You receive your first bottle with your kit, and then you'd have to pay for a second bottle. However, when I had my impression kit at home, they sent me a text like, hey, if you send your impression kit back within 48 hours, then you will get a free month supply of this. So that was awesome. I did send my kit back immediately, and then they sent 2-day shipping through FedEx, a little bottle of this. And then after I received my aligners, they sent me a link. Hey, if you give us a rating, and they didn't say you have to give us a positive rating or anything like that. They just said, hey, if you did these 3 internet reviews, then we will give you another code for another bottle, which is awesome because now I have 3 months supply of this. So anyways, here's the top tray. I'm going to go ahead and put it in. I know this is gross. Sorry, guys. So I kind of suck it in. See it on the top teeth. Pretty clear. There's still some of this foamy stuff in there. I'm going to do the bottom tray. So then again, I'll just put this on here. Squeeze it in. Kind of messy. And then I'll go ahead. There. Snaps into place. And then I can write down. And this actually feels really good for me. Like when I'm sleeping, it feels like I am a tooth grinder at night. So it's helped my jaws relax quite a bit. I feel very comfortable in these. Talk funny, especially the first few times wearing these. I was super lispy, but it's really been no big deal. And for me, it's been easy. I hold it up. You just align the trays, kind of crisscross like that with the bees, and then you close it. But anyways, that has been my journey so far. Hopefully, I can get this all sorted out with Bite about which trays I'm missing. I was skeptical, like maybe they did send me daytime aligners because it is taking me twice as long to move to the next set of trays. But every time I've talked to them, they've assured me that these are the at night program trays. I mean, I understand there's a logo on there, but I'm not understanding why everyone says my program is a different amount of weeks when I talk to them. So hopefully by the time I talk to you guys next, I will have my next set of trays to complete the program, and I'll let you know how it's going. Thanks for listening.